This is the Sony brand 1 Mark V. This flagship phone is focused on camera. There are many flagship phones to choose from nowadays, but there is just one made for both casual and professional photographers. It's the one with a timeless design with excellent grip. The garageless in this back is different than before. The design has been thoughtfully improved, and you are looking at the only non-rugged smartphone that deserves a perfect mark for grip. The metal frame is all ridged too. And this is how a premium phone can provide an outstanding grip experience without giving up on looks. It comes with IP65 and IP68 water resistant up to 1.5 meter for 30 minutes. Let's talk about the camera. The primary imager got a massive update. With a multi-aspect 52MP Sony sensor with an effective 48 megapixel. The screen is 6.5-inch OLED 1B colors refresh rate 120 Hz 643p and resolution 1644 x 3840 pixel. This 643p can created the picture very sharp with the full color so quite good. It is also HDR10 certified. We've completed our display tests, and the numbers are great. The screen can be as bright as 866 nits, with the sunlight auto brightness boost, or about 590 nits when manually controlling the brightness. The creator mode allows for a minor brightness boost, specifically in the default medium white balance option. Here we captured 936 nits of maximum automatic and 640 nits of maximum manual brightness. Creator mode is intended for 4000 resolution in HDR, with BD2020 color gamut with 10-bit color. This is the mode you should use when working with such content. This phone works fluently with 120 Hz. The top of the Xperia 1 Volt has a 3.5mm audio jack and another microphone. Beside a headphone has a stereo speaker. It has a very good loudness. Let me check the sound from those speaker. That sound is run with higher frequency. The right one has the volume control, the power and lock key together. The power key's surface accommodates the always-on fingerprint reader. The Sony Xperia 1 Volt boots Android 13 skinned with the most recent version of the Xperia UI, which got a very stock Android feel. Though there are in-house bits if you look deep enough. The phone remembers 3 previously used pairs so you can access them directly. It's worth mentioning that the window split can be done in almost any arbitrary ratio, not just 50/50ths. Side Sense is another of the in-house Sony features. The service offers movies up to 4060 frame quality, and some titles even have max enhanced audio. And the best part is that you get 1 year free access to Bravia Core with your new Xperia 1 Volt. The offer is market dependent. Performance profiles or game mode can be set on a per game basis. And it's here that you get to set the screen refresh rate and lock it at 120 Hz regardless of whether the game supports it. Though you will still get 60 FPS if the game does not support HFR. Additional sliders let you select touch response speed and touch tracking accuracy. There is also a 240 Hz setting, which inserts a black frame between each 120 Hz frame. This reduces the blur. And Sony recommends using this option in games that support 120 Fps. The CPU and GPU stress tests haven't improved since the Xperia 1 4. The Sony Xperia 1 Volt is powered by a 5000 mAh battery, just like the one inside the Xperia 1 4. The Sony Xperia 1 Volt aced our battery life test and posted an outstanding endurance rating of 115 hours. The standby power consumption is on par with the previous Xperia 1 4 model, meaning quite frugal and above average performance. The Sony spec is focus on camera. The Sony Xperia 1 Volt has a triple camera setup on the back that is similar to the one on the Xperia 1 4. There is one big improvement on the Xperia 1V. It's using the world's first stacked CMOS sensor. With 2-layer transistor pixel technology, the primary camera on the Sony Xperia 1V introduces the Sony Xperia IMX888 sensor with 52MP resolution. The new sensor is 1.7x larger than the one on the Xperia 1IV, but that's not what makes it special. The ultra-wide camera is the same as on the Xperia 1IV. It uses a 12MP Sony IMX563 sensor. This camera also supports dual pixel AF. When we take a photo, you can choose the camera mode. For the height quality, it has the multi-mode for every situation. What new from the Sony is the sitting on night mode shooting. There is no TOF camera on the Xperia 1V. Sony says there is no need for such. The maker relies on AI-created depth information instead. On the Photo Pro and Cinema Pro app can switch orientation as you rotate the phone. The Photo Pro and Video Pro apps now support vertical UI, which is a welcome addition. There are a couple of new features on the Xperia 1V. There is a new S-Cinetone picture profile for the Video Pro app, which has a moody look with enhanced skin tones and cinematic color. For someone who's not familiar with S-Log or color grading, it provides a nice default output. There is a new product showcase mode, borrowed from the alpha cameras, which is aimed at product vloggers, and allows the camera to autofocus on the product you are holding instead of your face. The default camera app on the Xperia 1V is Sony's Photo Pro. Its basic mode is where you'll spend most of your point and shooting time when you don't care much about creative control. There is one new feature here, night view. It's either auto or off, and it's basically the night mode we have been waiting for. According to Sony, it's more conservative and triggers in darker environments than the competition. The only indication you will get for if the night view is about to trigger is the color change of its shortcut from white to orange, the sliders for implied white balance and exposure compensation. Bokeh mode, drive mode, flash and aspect ratio are placed immediately next to the shutter release. The zoom selector is nearby too, so pretty much everything can be operated with a single thumb without having to use your other hand. And you can use either the hardware or the virtual shutter keys. This app offers granular exposure controls and extra frame rates on top of the basic app, but saves you the hassle of color grading the footage afterwards. That makes it suitable for direct out-of-camera phone uploads to your favorite video sharing platforms. Live streaming on YouTube is available via this app too. You log in with your account, set the name, quality, and just hit rec, and you are live. The first tab of the menu is where you pick the lens camera, resolution, frame rate, SDR or HDR, stabilization, flash. You can record up to 4120 here, and it's the regular 16:9 4000, 3840x2160 pex as opposed to the 3840x16 for pex in Cinema Pro. A small caveat is that it would only play back in slow-mo on the phone. Anywhere else you have to slow it down. With a video editor, there's a slow motion setting too, but that's only up to 60 frame rate and those clips play back at 30 frame rate, so half speed.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. I know that things seem bad, but they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and mercy. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again, I need a couple friends. I never really understood just how the story ends, but I can feel it's tense, don't know the consequence. The volatility of life, my only confidence. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all.